Walaikum Assalam.
You just give a couple of minutes to let others join the meeting and then we can start. If you can share your screen. Okay, I think we are enough right now and we can start and let other people to join during the session. Okay, thank you everyone for joining us. Actually, we had a first webinar a couple of weeks ago. It was related to AI-powered functional testing. It was all about how we can leverage AI to improve our functional testing. And the one question which we keep repeatedly getting was how we can use AI for test automation. So in today's session, we will cover how we can utilize AI for test automation, because more and more people are working in test automation and they are not, although they are quite a bit working on manual testing as well, but as AI is improving with time, so it's replacing the manual testing, and the need of AI test automation is increasing with time. So today we will learn and we will discuss how we can utilize these modern LLMs like Claude, ChatGPT, and how we can utilize the MCP for better test automation. So, Nabil, can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, so agenda for today's discussion is actually first we will discuss the evolution of test automation, or test automation evolved with time, and then Nabil, our test automation engineer, he will show you the 4 different ways how you can utilize AI for test automation, and then we have a live demo session for a couple of projects where Nabil will show you to utilize AI for automation. And then he has some action items. If you want to learn and implement AI in your test automation frameworks, he will guide you, provide you action items, how you can how you can do this. So next slide, please. Okay, so this is a brief evolution of automation tools. I started from the year I come up in the software testing. I started my career in 2010 as a software test engineer, and at that time there were mostly manual testing. The automation testing was just starting at that time, and we had a couple of automation tools. Mainly the Selenium was the majorly used test automation tool, and then we have another one, HPQTP, which was a paid tool. So those are a couple of tools which are majorly being used at that time. So this for but first utilizing the Selenium, you must have a developer's like capabilities because it has quite extensive setup where you have to perform, you have to integrate different drivers and do lots of stuff to set it up. And also there was a quite other coding, you must have a coding experience and different skill set. Usually at that time the QA persons, they were the ones which don't have greater coding skills, so it was difficult for them to utilize that. And then in 2013 actually there comes another new concept of continuous testing. Initially, when we were using Selenium or even QTP, we have to run those tests manually. We write those test case, and whenever there is a new build, we run those manually and then extract their report and present those reports to our leads and the product managers. So that was all the manual process. So in 2013, continuous testing come up where we come up with the tools like Jenkins. We integrate our Selenium tests with Jenkins, and those tests were running on a schedule, or whenever there is a new code in the repo, those tests were triggering automatically, and they were sharing the test report, and everything was done automatically. So that was a big improvement in test automation, where you have the continuous testing without doing anything, and it was working for you. But again, the limitation of Seleniums were already there, the setup, and it's one major thing was for Selenium was also the manual weight. You can't add the explicit dynamic weights. You have to do the manual weights, which were causing lots of issues in scripts as well, and slowing down the scripts as well. So in 2017, Cypress came up with by solving those manual weights and the complex setup issues. So it was a big improvement in test automation. But again, Cypress wasn't a complete tool. Like it has also its limitation, like it only supports the JavaScript, TypeScript languages. It only supports the Chromium browser. It only handles the one specific browser window. So these were some of the limitations with the Cypress. And to solve those limitation, Playwright come into the market. It was 2020 when Playwright was launched, and it solved all those Cypress issues, like the supports not only the Chromium browser but also the Safari and the Firefox as well. And then it also supports, along with JavaScript and TypeScript, Java, C# and Python. There are multiple languages support available in Playwright as well. And it was a big improvement regarding the speed and execution as well, and multi-window handling. There are different other utilities as well, which were missing in the Cypress. So although most of those issues were solved in Playwright. But again, one major concern for the test automation engineers was the coding knowledge. It was still there. You have to be proficient in coding. You must have a good coding skills to write the automated scripts. That barrier was still there. To solve that barrier, there were different low code and no code platforms which were launched probably in 2021. Some of them were like the Catalan, Testim. These were the tools which were launched in 2021. Sorry, can you please mute yourself? Okay, so in 2021, those low-code platforms emerged in the market. They were very good. You don't need explicit coding knowledge to use those tools, but still they were quite expensive. They were commercial tools. There were hardly any open source tools available with the low code or no code experience. So the cost was one thing, and then they were a bit slow as well handling. And although they were a bit of AI touch in those tools, but they lack in context. They generate generic test cases. There were a few context-specific issues in those tools. And to solve those issues, the MCP, especially the Playwright MCP, emerged in 2024. That was a big improvement in test automation. where you directly integrate AI with your Playwright tool that AI has complete context of your
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, just joining.
Okay.
sorry, I was disconnected for a moment. So I was talking about this Playwright MCP. So it's a game changer. Many people are using it. It instantly generates dozens of test cases. We have the automatic healing process, test case generation, everything which you want. Even without much development knowledge, you can write dozens of test cases in a day. Previously, when we were using Selenium back in 2010, we it took lots of time in writing the test case. Even for just one screen, it takes a couple of days or even more days to automate a single screen. But now with the MCP, you can completely develop a framework. You can write the complete application test cases within within hours actually. So that's a big improvement in test automation. And one of our test automation engineer, Nabil, he will show us few demo examples how he is utilizing these MCPs and AI tools to automate the applications. So over to Nabil.
Hello and welcome to the viewers. So this is Nabil here. We will be discussing the 4 different ways of how AI is transforming our test automation. So you can consider is as a level of as we are moving forward. Let's consider it like a levels of game. If we are moving forward from level 1 to 3, so test automation process will be faster and time it consuming it will be less. So let's start with the first step. In this we will be using the browser LLM chats like GPT and Claude. So we will see how we will use them, where we can use GPT and Claude browser chats. And meanwhile we will be keep moving forward, and we will have a track of cost and time that our test framework is consuming. So here I have a prompt that we will be using. We will be using GPT for the prompt engineering, for the prompt refinement, that we will tell GPT to give us a Claude ready prompt. That is because if we gave an unrefined prompt to the Claude, then Claude will keep asking in every next step that what to do for the clarity. So instead of giving it 15 to 20 different prompts and then we get on the track, so instead I have just crafted this prompt that GPT will refine this after listing these steps, and it GPT will give us a refined prompt that will be used in Claude. So there are 3 main parts of the prompt. That first we will tell the GPT that what we are doing. I am creating end-to-end test automation framework, and in the next step, this will be specific to our app. Like what are the main workflows that we are going to test. What main workflows we will be covering during the test automation process. So here I explained it that we will be covering authentication dashboard, add to cart, and these things we will be covering. And in the end I told him some requirements that we will be using page object models. We will be using selectors like data test id, and you can also edit it like on which stack your app is built. So if we are using React Admin or anything else stack, so we will use the locators that are being preferred in our stack. So we would also use if test ID is not present. So we will be able to use get by role, get by text, and other requirements as well. So in the end we will give this after the prompt refinement. So here I gave the prompt that will gpt get all the knowledge from it, all the context that we are trying to create. So here it created the folder structure framework that is needed. So we will give this exact prompt to the Claude for the usage of the automation framework. So here it is classified all the things that we will never have to give commands over and over again. So we will copy this exact prompt, and we will give it to our Claude. So here I have added a few pictures, few screenshots of my website, that is source demo websites. And because it has no access to our real website or URL. So we will use these screenshots and the prompt that is generated by the GPT. So here I pasted the prompt that was created by GPT, and I told this Claude to use the attached files in the context. So it got the idea. It I will analyze the screenshots. So it analyzes the screenshot, and just because of the refined prompt that we gave, it started working on it. So it will create an end-to-end framework for the test automation and guide that we will be following. So this is how it created the 63 test cases using the prompt that we gave it. And we don't need to give it prompt over and over again just to finalize our framework and what we are looking for. If we want this to GitHub Action CI/CD ready, so it is already following that. But if we download this folder, download with one click all the framework and paste in the GPT. So it will be we will be able to run the whole test suite, whole test run. But as it has never interacted with our real app, and it has no clue that what type of locators we have inside our app. So we will when we will try to run this, it will give a lot of bugs in the test code because due to the locators and due to the app behaviors and delays in the backend. So this is the better approach just for if we are trying to create a automation framework. So GPT will give us a better prompt that Claude use and gave us a better automation framework. But if we are trying to execute this test as it is, we will have to debug the test cases. We have to fix the test cases, and it will roughly take 4 to 5 hours if we are trying to fix this just by giving a screenshot of the error or the line that is causing the error in the test automation. So that's helpful in just for the automation creation. So let's move towards the next step. uh, that is, we will be using the Playwright MCP and AI agents inside the our editor. In our code editor, we will be using the Playwright MCP with the help of agents and LLM inside VS Code editor. So our first project will be using the Playwright MCP uh, via Open API key. So here I have configured that I will be using the Open API key and Open API model GPT-4o and app URL. So I gave it these, and I have manually created the few files inside src folder, that is agent app behavior browser.js. This is browser is handling the browser when we Playwright MCP navigated to the browser, and our agent is the brain of uh, that will be used by MCP and LLM. It will be connecting the our LLM, that is GPT here, and it will connect both the Playwright MCP and the LLM. It will generate, plan, and heal the test cases, but we have not integrated the agents or inside Claude chat yet. So I have created test cases earlier. So here it is, but I would like to delete this and create again. So I have deleted the previously generated test cases. Now I will run again the run playwright test generator that has configured that is using all the AI brain files, all the context files that I have given to the my AI brain. So it will use that context of the app, and it will connect the Playwright MCP to the LLM GPT. So it started exploring the website. So it navigated to the app homepage load, and it tried to sign up. So alert detected that it is already exist. So this started the it started from sign up flow, but moving forward in the app, it started exploring different modules, all it see in UI. So it explored the categories phone, laptops, monitors, that all it have. So this is how it will generate the test cases after exploring the app. So it will explore all the app, navigating to the different tabs, different exploring different pages of the app. So and it will observe and take the snapshots inside, and it will check the behavior, how long the backend takes to process. So after adding product or placing order, even if some pop-up is appear, so if dialog box is open, so it will try to handle that dialog box, or it will try to capture the moment, uh, it will try to capture the time that is consumed by the backend to process the time. So look, this is now have explored all the websites, and it has created the core main workflows that I have intentionally restricted it to the just 10 to 14 test cases, just to minimize the time. And it will be using that instructions, and it started creating. And after creating, I have also integrated the refinement fix agent. So that refinement process will be used the test refiner agent that I have manually created here. So this test refinement process, it started executing a test, and after the executing, it will be focusing on fixing. So it will refinement phase one. So phase one, it root cause analysis. So when any of the test cases failed, it will be focusing the root cause, why the test case is failing. So here it is trying to navigate to the test case that was failing. It was end-to-end framework test case number 2, homepage products. So it is working on fixing of that. So now it is executing all the test cases again after fixing. So we are using the model GPT-4o, that is a bit less technical or optimum approach for the debugging, as we will be seeing in the next process, like Sonnet or Haiku models, other models that are more powerful than GPT-4o. So I have created 2 phases uh, that will be refining the all the test cases that are failing. So it will keep working until we see the test cases passes. So that's uh, that's where we have Playwright MCP magic, that we don't have to do anything manually. It is executing the test case by itself. It is fixing the test case by itself. So let's see what it came in the end. And also I gave it the context about the page object model, that here I gave it the guide about how it will be creating the page object model, because I requested it to create my page object model, because I want that approach in my case. So it will be using the page object model approach. So let's see what it has created up till now. Up till now, it has created the test suite. It has it has 14 test cases here, as we can see. These 14 test cases has also include before all hook at the very start. So it automatically detects after I have given in this app context. So it use the before all hook, because if we are not using before all, then some of test cases will always fail, as our website demo Blaze, it is not keeping the context or the product. If we added one product at a time, and next time we're launching a browser again, so it will not keep previously performed actions in the products. So I think it's done a perfect job here to use that before all and after all hooks. So here it has run all the test cases. One test case, test number 8 is failing. So let's skip this test for a while now, to just to execute that, if it is truly accurately executing all the remaining tests. So let's again. So as we can see, it is executing accurately the all the remaining test cases. It is exploring the categories. It is navigating to the product detail page. It is adding product to the cart. Just accept the test case we have skipped. It is placing order successfully, handling the dialog box inside this, and the app behavior is being handled correctly. As demo Blaze sometime behaves mm, unusual, but it is handling here correctly. So as we can see that 12 past test cases, one is just skipped. So out of 13, we have 12 past test cases in I guess 5 to 7 minutes. So I think it's pretty cool if we are doing this in a few minutes instead of spending hours on creating test cases. uh, it will be taking so it will not be taking so long if we are trying to generate 30 to 40 test cases as well. So this is how what we got after using the open API key and GPT-4o model. And in the next step, we will be moving forward toward our next project. So in that we will be using the Anthropic API key and the our chat of Claude inside our editor. So here I have just installed the all the necessities that was required, like Playwright MCP, all the required files, and after that I have installed GitHub agents. We got here 3 agents: uh, planner agent that will plan the test after exploring the our app via URL, and also use the generator to generate the test cases. And in the end, I used healer here just to fix the failing test cases. So it's a bit time consuming. To save the time, I have done this stuff a few hours before. So here I gave it a simple one line command that read my agent file, agent planner file, and create a test plan for this URL. So it read the file that I have explained in that planner agent has. So planner agent has tools and other prompts in the form of just to create a test plan after exploring the web app via URL. So so here it started the exploring the website. uh, it took a snapshot of the behavior of the app. It created a test, and it execute actions that it was seeing inside the app. And it kept on running, just giving one command. And after my approval, in the end it created the 27 test scenarios. So here we are using the Anthropic API key with the powerful model. So inside this plan.md file, here it created the plan that will be used later to create all the test cases with the different modules. So it mentioned that it will use the different modules and a specific number of test cases for every module. So it has classified everything perfectly, I guess. It is handling the models, field validations. So in the next step, I used that plan.md file and created the test cases for my website. So I gave it a simple command that generate test cases using my uh, plan.md file via the agent generator agent. So it started creating, and after the work has done, it created the all the test cases file for me. So now the next process is to see how many number of test cases is failing or passing as per the ratio. So inside test, it has created different files. It has different files as per the modules inside test. It created three test cases for about models, uh, four to five test cases for browsing, and four test cases for the cart, like adding multiple products to the cart, adding single product to the cart, deleting and empty. So it covered all the main scenarios that it should be covered, checkout process and all that. So in the next process, we will try to run that, and we'll fix if some of test cases are failing. So in my first run, a lot of test cases were failing. Like I can show you here that almost 11 test cases were failing, 18 were passed, and 11 number of test cases were failed. So I simply called my fixing agent. I told it that fix all my failing test, and I need a full ready test suite that I don't need to debug anymore. So I gave it a one line, fix the failing test cases using the healer agent. So it started working, and one by one it updated the test cases that were failing because of locators, because of running short of the timeouts, and the uh, because of the inconsistency in the DOM loading, because our project demo blaze have some inconsistency in the DOM loading. So in the end, it gave me all the test cases passing with a status. 29 test cases are passing, and we will be able to run that just running one command. So I think it's magical that we don't have to create any other file that we have created in previous folder structure, that I created the brain of the project agent .js file. I created the refinement process. I created some other files. I wasn't able to get the page object model, so I added that. In this scenario, we only have to call our one of the agent and just to perform the automation process. So let's try to run this test cases. Let me again share the screens where the tests are running. So my test is running here. So it is executing all the test cases that we have created one by one, and as we can see that it is handling well all the navigations, all the browsing, and it is clicking on the right button, not clicking on the wrong button or labels, uh, and it is not extravating anywhere, adding product to the cart, performing all the scenarios that we have discussed in the plan.md file. So this is how that we have saved the time for the test case generation. Like if we have created in 10 to 20 minutes our 30 main workflow test cases with the accurate locators, and we are able to push that in CI/CD as well. So I think it's pretty cool that we are able to do that. So now we will try to compare that cost, that how many cost we have spent on the previous project using the open API key, and here in the Anthropic API key. So in the previous project structure, we were using the GPT-4 model that was costing just 0.05 dollars per test creation, one test suite creation. And if we try to compare this Anthropic API key, it has more accuracy, and we are using the higher models Sonnet 4.6. So it is performing all the, it has created around 30 test cases, all the running test cases in 10 to 15 minutes, and it is costing us $2 to $3, I guess. So after that we have to think about that if we are doing we are able to do the test case generation for this demo project, that we will be able to create all test suites for other complex projects as well or not. So for that, if we try to compare this test case generation with the complex projects, those projects that have multiple tabs, multiple functionalities, multiple logins and other things, so that will not be the same case. But we have to add a solution to that, and the solution is that we have to add a app behavior file that will specify our app behavior. So this will be, so this will be the process of how you will teach your app AI agent that my app behaves like this. It reloads how many times it is downloading files PDF, or it is navigating to the URLs, other website URLs. It has following the multi-page structures. It has authentication or MFA, multi-factor authentications, and OTP verifications. So if we are working on a complex projects that have these things inside that, so we have to train our AI agents by adding one file that is app behavior. So in that behavior file, we will be explaining our AI agent that our app is has a certain way of behaving, to responding all the actions, button clicks, and performing the actions. So if we are clicking on a download button, that after how many seconds or minutes it will download our file, or it opens in same tab, new tab, or different sort of things. So for that, if we're trying to automate a complex project, and we have also integrated some other websites inside it, So we have to give it extra context, so the our AI agent will know that uh, how our app is behaving. So what we have covered the all the scenarios just by giving one command, and it has covered the main workflow cases, positive cases and negative as well. So if we want more test cases, then we can give it in prompt, generate all the edge cases, and we need a significant number of test cases for the specific module. So this is how it works. And uh, after adding the app behavior file, our debugging and auto healing process, we also will also need some refinement. So if our test cases is timing out at somewhere, so we'll have to educate our healing agent as well, that every time test fails, so must look for these things, so that will help in refining our process. So we have covered the almost four different ways of using the AI in our test automation process. So I think we have leveled up from zero and moving forward to the highest level here. So that's all from my side. And next, we have a Q&A session. If you guys are working on some complex project, or you're working in same field, Playwright MCP, you can ask questions, anything you want.
So, Nabil, can you walk us through the process of creating these agents, like for the project in which you are using Claude, the test planner one, the test healer?
Yes, it is very simple. If you are talking about the agents, like I have installed inside the GitHub. Uh, Let me share screen share. If you're talking about these agents inside the GitHub folder, so we have a simple command that we will run in the terminal, and it will automatically creates all the three agents here: generator, planner, healer. And by if you want to add the context inside, so click here, add context regarding the file you want to use. So our Claude inside editor will use it and perform the task you are asking it to do. So this is quite simple as well.
Okay, and the so the here Claude was taking the snapshot of the application, right?
Yes.
So my question is that how it actually identifies the actual locators for the elements by just taking the snapshot.
Actually, it is working with the real app. So it clicks on the app, and it observed by the app context as well, and also it keep debugging that which stack the app is using. Like if the React admin is using that it will be using some different sort of stack and different sort of locators, and it takes snapshots, and it also inspect the elements, so it automatically gets the real locators. So it keeps inside experimenting after checking the behavior. So it under the hood behaves uh, like an agent.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. And I have another question. Can you guide how to set up the Playwright MCP?
Jawad, this is very basic. If you want to set up, and you could go through the guide that is provided on the app, their official site, Playwright official site, and there are few basic commands, one line commands that you need to run, that will install the Playwright MCP. By just running the command in the terminal, it will automatically set up the Playwright MCP for you. You just not need to create anything manually. or by yourself. It will all create you by for yourself.
Mhm. So, do this Playwright MCP works kind of similar with this Anthropic project, sorry, Claude project, like it will also be running the agents, or it works in some other way in the backend?
uh, I didn't get your question. You are trying to compare the different API keys that we use in different projects, or something else?
No, can you show me the project where we were running using the Playwright MCP?
Yes, this was the Claude chat where we were calling the our agent. They actually have the context, so we were this is inside the chat.
The first project, actually. This is the second one.
Okay. Yes, you're talking about this.
Yeah, can you expand the agents?
Here I have the agent file inside this folder, but I
Mhm.
never used it during the this projects because I have manually created the brain and all the agents here below in the src folder. So that was just to keep level up in the next step. So I have installed the GitHub agents as well here, but I never used here.
Okay, Nabil, I have a question. Can you please answer?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to know about how you get the locators of the specific element through API, through AI.
Yeah. Actually, my agent, yeah, it tries to click and inspect the element. It clicks uh, it interact with the real app. So when we are doing it manually, we click on buttons and we get by role, get by test ID. So it keeps experimenting in the backend, and it just tell us when it gets right. So these are the reasons when we got some uh, inaccurate locators as well. So in the fixing process, it also do the same.
Recently, I faced this issue that AI generate a flaky test uh, because of the locators which I have generated through AI. So,
Okay,
can
so
you please explain this? How do we avoid these flaky tests uh, through
uh,
AI?
okay, that I can guess that it might be the case of iframes or some website that are integrated with the other website like Shopify store or anything else, because in that when MCP interacts with the browser, it sometimes not getting right locators. So because that are using iframes, or they are upgrading on the real time, or every time we navigate to the app there are some different sort of locators. So we have to navigate to the app uh, for manual input and see what type of locators it is using. uh, Most chances that that website is using iframes or something like that. It happened with me too.
Got it, got it. And one last question, please. That AI, the currently you are building the test cases through AI for the real project and a prod project, production project.
Okay.
So is it some kind of security loophole which we have provided to the AI that it could access all the network and all the headers through API? Is it creating a security threat to a prod product or prod project?
Up till now, we have been working on these projects like test websites that a developer created for the testing process. So we never had this sort of problem that it is touching the real data, or but I think it is secure in a way that it is published by the authorities, so we are not using the inside codes of the app. So it is using data inside provided inside the apps, so I think it's safe in some way.
Like for example, recently I have worked with the admin panel, which is used for fleet management and all these things.
Okay.
So in that, I have provided page object models separately and provide a specific task, specific prompt to do a specific test suite, not all. And
Okay.
previously, I did this that I did and gave a prompt to the AI. It
Okay.
it creates a loophole uh, which gives a third user outside from the production and outside the environment gives access to the headers of the API which I have get through the API through AI. So how we can mitigate this?
Oh, okay, you are talking about that you had some code post and that was accessed by the third party or third person that was not in the project or not had access to the your project.
Yeah. I have created the test suites and test cases through AI. So
Okay.
it generates some kind of security and some kind of keys which are accessible and which are private.
Okay, so can I know that you pushed the code to CI, CD or GitHub? You run those tests in GitHub Actions or somewhere
No GitHub Actions.
you use GitHub Actions?
Yeah.
So for GitHub Actions, we have some pre-checks that we will not be using anything confidential in the test cases directly. Like if we are using URLs, passwords, usernames, and other API keys or anything, use consider that confidential, so that we have some uh, secrets inside GitHub directory. Inside GitHub repo, we will be using the GitHub secrets. So inside GitHub secrets, we will create our new secrets. So all the confidential things or that could be causing the security breaching or that could harm us if someone get that. So we will be using that through GitHub secrets. So that is secure. I think you may have missed that.
Yeah, might be. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, that
And one
could.
last question, please. That can AI test the RDPs?
Can you explain RDP?
RDP means that the system which are deployed on remote desktops.
Uh, I think that's needs to be discussed in some time in next maybe in next meeting or next webinar. For now, I don't have an clear idea about that. What you're talking about?
Sure. No worries, no worries. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Usman, you have a question, please.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you for this webinar. It's really interesting to understand like how we can get leverage along with MCP to maintain our frameworks. Uh, I have experience with MCP. Before I was using my LLM to generate the code to maintain my automation framework. But these days we are not dealing with the framework as it can be more simple if we just analyze our test scenarios with the help of MCP. Once it executed with the MCP, so we can get into our MCP memory. With the help of MCP memory, we can generate our testing prompts. We just need to define our test validations, what we need to do, how we need to do, what are the limitations, and what can be our end product, like reports of the test execution. So in my experience, it can be helpful if we don't need to maintain any framework or generate the code. The reasons. The first one, as we have some flaky test and we need to maintain our framework, we need to focus on page object model. We need to apply the OOP as well. So with the time, when it gets complex, we need to make sure that we are able to reuse the code. That's the approach that can be take more tokens because by giving more commands or more prompts to our LLM. The second approach, which right now I experience, it is quite simple. Just get a recipe of your test execution, get leverage on the MCP, LLM with that prompt, what we need, what it should be executed, and what should be validated, and at the end just generate the report. So that's my experience, which I really want to share with all the audience. So I believe it can get advanced level by the application of MCP. That's all.
Okay, thanks a lot for sharing your experience and the knowledge you just described. Maybe it would be helpful for people here.
Yeah, so I have one question. It is related to the fact that is everything when we are using these kind of tools. So, are there any things which are very difficult, like for example, the edge cases, or is everything covered by these tools, or everything is good and we don't need to worry about anything?
If you are talking about that, there is no flakiness or there is no need to refine the test cases. That's not the case. AI itself can make mistakes. So if we have instructed, we have passed the knowledge and the context clearly about the app, so it would be helpful that we will not be able to encounter with some flakiness. So for that we have to use the locators that are resilient with the UI changes, or but if we have done this once, so until the app is behaving differently or it has updation, so it will not be failed. So as per my knowledge, that it will be helpful that we have once created the test plan using this MCP. It's accurate.
I mean to ask that are there any challenges faced by these things, or is everything going good and we don't need to look about, we don't need to see other stuff and everything's going good? I mean, are there any challenges while using these tools?
Not as much challenges while using these tools. Like if you can name one of them challenges, it would be easy to answer that.
Yeah, I mean challenges like, for example, if it's a complex application like Temenos T24 core banking system, is it the case that this thing will cover every test case for those complex application, complex architecture, or do we need some, like human intervention to have the test cases added as well, or all the edge cases or all the test cases covered by these AI tools?
Yes, we surely have to interact with the our test cases and AI models, because with the uh, project complexity, we have to add more files like app behavior and refinement process. We have to make that even more stronger, that it never miss something. And if our app is behaving have some special behaviors, then we have to guide it. And it is not simple in that way. If we are using just one agent and one line to generate whole the test plan, it worked for simple projects, but in the case of complex projects we have to add more and more context, maybe one or two files for if we have different modules, a large structure of app, so we have to give it context. Like AI, we have to train our AI agent. So in special case, like previously discussed, other person that he wasn't able to fix the locator, in the iframe cases or some other things. So if there is some special case comes, so we have to add that context and that thing to help or to make stronger our AI agent. So it will be working fine. So we have to interact and we have to interfere and improve our agent that are fixing or generating test cases.
Yes, Umer.
All right, Nabil. Thanks for having such a wonderful session. So my only question would be like, with the passage of time, our output, whatever the script is generating, on initial level, we are much confident the output is aligns with our expectations or blah 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 whatever. But with the passage of time, our output starts getting hallucinated, like the results that we are getting with the self-healing process. Most of the cases and their expectations gets changed. So how we can mitigate this hallucination process of the outputs?
Yes, Umair, you are right that in some cases, in complex projects, we face this issue because AI thinking is limited, and if we once gave it the context and that is not covering all the scenarios, all the behaviors, all the delays. If we are performing some action and there is a delay in the backend or even the backend slows down or didn't respond, we have to keep updating the context especially. So this is one case, and the other is if we are stuck with the same thing for the agent, like it is not even refining agent or not changing. So we have to add more files like app behavior that I have discussed and emphasize on that. So I am currently working on on a project that is complex and it have multiple tabs, logins, and some features that I've described that downloading PDF or navigating to other URL, integration with the Shopify store, and also has integration with the some shipment process. So in that, what I have done is I have added more and more files of context, and I have arranged the different contexts for different work to be done, and not just creating one file, or so it gets messy. And so AI, when tried to read it, it got complex, and it results in the flakiness, and it results in the unfixed test cases.
One counter question. Like you're saying you are maintaining the past context of the prompts that you have given. So like uh, how we are maintaining that particular context? Like we have the maybe thousands of prompts in the past. So how we will try to keep that context with the AI? Because the window limit is quite low for us.
Yes, I'm not talking about the uh, limit. So I'm not talking about the giving the context in the chats. So what I'm talking is about to adding separate files that will be injected in our refinement agents. So if I have one refiner agent, so I will inject those files inside that refiner agent, and it will be using that context to be used and to fix the specific sort of test cases or specific test cases to the specific user or specific tabs or specific module.
All right. Let's.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today. Actually, we are almost 5 minutes above our time. So yeah, please share your feedback on our WhatsApp group. What you like, where you think we can improve, because we are planning to have some similar discussions on at least bi-weekly basis with different topics related to. We are also thinking about AI ML testing and different new tools like Prompt 4, DeepML. Have some discussions on those tools as well in the future. So yeah, please share your feedback on WhatsApp, and yeah, let's continue discussing and learning from each other. Thank you, everyone.